Welcome, MHS Lions fans. We're in Wichita, Kansas. It's May 27th, 2005. We're set for the yearly state track meet. We're here for the prelims this morning. There'll be prelims and shot in there's finals in the shot put, assuming that Cameron Knox makes it into the finals, which he should. He's one of the better throws for Class 3A. This is Dale Leach for the MHS Linebackers at MCTV Channel 37. We'll be broadcasting this year from the press box. I'm getting old. I'm tired of sitting in the sun and the weather, taking the beating from nature. So you'll see a little bit different view. It's a little further up. I'm going to zoom as best we can, and hopefully we'll still get a good representation of the athletes. If not, this may be the last year I do this, but we shall see. But we're up here with KSAL and WIBW TV and you name it. Up here at the big time today. We're about to have the preliminaries for the 110 high hurdles. The girls have run for Class 1, 2, 3A. And now we're getting ready for the boys, Class 1, 2, 3A. They're supposed to start at 9:20 a.m. It's now 9:15, so they're right on top of things as usual at this meet. Again, today is primarily preliminaries. However, the field events will be preliminaries and finals. I mentioned shot put earlier, but it'll also be triple jump. Mallory Goeth is in the triple jump for the Lions, the Lady Lions. Also competing, we will have, I've already mentioned in the 110 high hurdles, the boys, Drew Crossan and Kenton Lomberger. Mallory Goeth again in the triple jump, Cameron Knox in the shot put. In the 100-meter prelims, coming up a little later, Trayer Gassman and Ryan Mortimer. In the 400-meter relay, we will have Audrey Atwell, Jerry Shoemaker, Kylie McCulloch, and Mallory Goeth in a prelim. For the girls, for the boys in the same relay, we Trayer Gassman, Jeff Doring, Kenton Lomberg, and Ryan Mortimer. In the 400-meter dash, we'll have Jeff Doring and Kyle Lomberger. 300-meter low hurdles, the women will be Kylie McCulloch. Right after that, for the boys in the intermediate hurdle, will be Kenton Lomberger. And the 200-meter will be Ryan Mortimer and Jeff Doring. The 1600-meter relay for the ladies, Jerry Shoemaker, Kylie McCulloch, Audrey Atwell, and Mallory Goeth. And in the 1600-meter relay, Kyle Lomberger, Kenton Lomberger, Ryan Mortimer, and Jeff Doring. And that should end up sometime by 2:30 p.m. today, and then they'll set up for Class 4, 5, 6A. This is a meet that when we came out of regionals, when Minneapolis boys won the regionals, I was putting us probably a pretty sure shot at being one of the favorites for the boys Class 3A title, but as we looked at the results of the regionals around the state, lo and behold, a major menace arose in the person of the Independent High School in Wichita here. Their Class 3A school that moved up from 2A a year or so ago. I think last year in the 3A, they scored a total of 5 points, finished 31st in the field of 64 schools. This year, they wiped out the Garden Plain Regional. And they have several athletes that scored better than the Minneapolis athletes in times, at least compared their regional compared to ours. You don't know if there's any discrepancies on times, whatever, but we shall see as our young gentlemen compete against theirs today and tomorrow. On paper, they look better. In competition, we shall see. We're getting ready here for again, these are prelims, and I'm sure they're still working on class 1 or 2A. In the prelims, the top 4 finishers of each heat go on to the finals. So that's enough prelim information here. We'll be back for the events. Okay, first heat of the 3A boys, 110 meter high hurdles. Kenton Lomberger lane 2, Drew Crossan lane 4. Drew took 6th this finals last year. Right now, Drew and Kenton are both in the lead on this event. They get 1, 2. I look like Lomberger just barely nipped Crossan. We'll see the leaderboard here. Lomberger 15.7. Crossan 15.8. 15.78. Crossan 15.8. So Drew Crossan, Kent Lomberger both go on to the finals in the 110 meter high hurdles. Best times in that event this year, all classes. Husky of Highland Park, Topeka, class 5A is 13.4. Best time in 3A is Boogan of Sterling with a 14.9. That's the last one in the list of bests that they have in the state. Best time in the area is Thomas of Abilene with a 14.21. And Lomberger's best time is 15.2. Now, these are electronic clocks, and they're just different than our clocks we've been using all year long, so the times generally end up looking slower than what we've had. But, and so some of our state records are on the electronic clock. We'll be back with the triple jump that will be starting in about 20 minutes, and also the shot put. Mallory Goeth in the triple jump. Cameron Knox in the shot put in a little bit. Okay, I missed Mallory Goeth's first jump. I didn't realize she was doing it yet. I didn't see what her distance was, but we'll catch her here. I think this is her second jump. It's Mallory Goeth in the triple jump, class 3A. Pretty good jump. That'll be her 32 feet 10 inches on her second jump. Right now they're running just starting boys 100 meter dash. They've done the girls. So we'll be back with class 3A shortly, and I'm monitoring the shot put to see what's going to happen there. It's supposed to start here pretty soon. I think they're still on class 2A. Haven't heard them announce it anyway. To give you some triple jump information here that Mallory is competing in, best in the state this year is 40 feet 8.5 inches by span of Highland Park, Topeka, Class 5A. Best in 3A is Kent of Southeast of Saline, 37 feet 3 inches. And that would be the best in our area also, I'm sure. Yes, Kent of Southeast Saline, 32, and they have her, in Salina Journal is 37.3. The same as there. So no discrepancy there. We're back with the next event as we see it occurring. Here's Mallory Goa's third attempt at the triple jump, which will be followed by the Class 3A boys 100-meter prelims. And these are prelims for triple jump. If Mallory qualifies, she will go on to the finals. Looks like a good jump. 32.10 was her last. (32 feet 8), if I'm reading that right. Yeah, I think I read the last one wrong. That's a good jump for Mallory. Very good jump. We'll see if she goes on to the finals. And the boys 3A shot is starting, but Cameron Knox is not in the first flight. Getting ready to run the last leg of the 2A 100 meters. And Mr. Mortimer and Mr. Gassman are stepping up to the line to go for the boys 100 meter. Mortimer is in lane 1. Gassman is in lane 2. One of the kids from Wichita Independent, I believe, is in lane 3. The fastest two competitors in this heat, based on regionals, in lane 4 and 5. All right, the gun is up on this event. Champion and now two-time state champion. First attempt 11.6. Again, Ryan finished second in the 100 meter last year at the state for Class 3A. Won the 200 meters. False start. I didn't hear the second shot. We'll see who's disqualified. Levi Anderson of Beloit is out. The unofficial winner of the NCAA won our regional. He disqualified himself in the NCAA by wearing jewelry. And false start knocks him out of the state. So that's one competitor that Mortimer and Gassman don't have to worry about. He beat them both at the regional.
All right, folks, in the pole vault, this is our state leader. She's the only person who has cleared higher than this height this year at 11.7. Let's give a hand to Mitchell, our apparent state winner in this event, second attempt at 11.6.
Okay, gun is up on the second attempt here on this heat.
In the boys pole vault, 3 vaulters remaining at 14 feet. Luke Hauser of Oxford, Jack Rucker of Syracuse, and Jason Dunn of Savannah. Dunn on the runway from 14 feet.
Wichita Independence in front. Mortimer's challenging. Gassman's in fourth. Mortimer's taking it.
Mortimer of Minneapolis.
11.34 unofficial for Mortimer. 11.49 for Wichita Independent. Gassman was third, so he'll go on. 11.54, 11.34, and 11.54.
The 200 in state last year, lane 3 is David Hale, Val, and Northern Heights. Before Richard Carnes,
First and third in their heat.
with their Fiona Shea.
Very good start for Ryan here in this 100-meter dash.
Lane 6, Taylor Rediger.
And there's our two runners there.
7, Kyle Diaz, Mound City James.
Their shaved heads, as all the rest of the track team has done.
Yates 7.
I thought they looked like me, at least on the skinhead side.
All put your hands together, get it going. See if we can help her over the bar here.
We'll
At 11.6.
monitor the times for. Now we'll go ahead and get this other 3A boys 100 meter and see what the time is here for the winner. See how that would compete against Mortimer. Mortimer just shot out of the dark there. He had a good start off the blocks and he gained momentum coming down the track.
Title in the morning 100.
Okay, final heat of the boys through 100 meter and through class 3A. There's a runner missing in lane 3. Or lane 4 actually. Carnes of Independent, one of the ones that scored big at the Garden Plain Regional. His time was 11.34. So Mortimer and Carnes tied. That'll be a good race tomorrow for the finals. We'll be back with more shot put from Cameron Knox as time rolls along. Okay, Class 3A boys, second flight of the shot put set to begin. The winner of the first flight through 47 feet. And Cameron Knox through his personal best last week of 53.9 is the NCAA champion. He's throwing a warm-up. Probably do another warm-up and then they'll get competing. So we will watch him throw. Unfortunately, they don't. Their measurements are on a device that's showing the other direction, so we will not be able to see Cameron's results until they announce them. Back with his throws as he does them officially. Okay, Cameron Knox for his first throw. Coming up as they measure the last competitor. That was a big throw. Up close to 60 feet. I can't see the results due to the tree branches as far as how far it went. But here's Cameron for his first throw.
Okay, ladies, you have whites all the way around.
40. Looks like it'd been about I'm guessing a 45-foot throw. I'm guessing at the line markers. Definitely he's done better, if that's the case. And he's got two more throws, and we'll see how they bring him out. Also running right now is the 400-meter relay. Class 2A is running right now for girls, and the 3A girls will be coming up shortly. Okay, time for the Lady Lions 4x1, and Cameron Knox for his second throw. Our leadoff runner that was Cameron's second throw. I wasn't very zoomed in on it. Apologize. Audrey Atwell is the leadoff runner for the Lions. We're in lane 1. And if they qualify today, they'll have to do without her tomorrow because she's leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to Europe, along with 29 other students. They need to get within 51.79 probably to final. 51, 51.09, 51, 51, 51.79 were the top 4 finishers of the first heat. We'll try to do a better job of getting Cameron Knox's third throw. I was distracted with find out what's happening on this race. Yep, bad handoff. Shoemaker took off too soon. That cost him. McCulloch. Mallory Goeth. Well, we're running about 6th right now. See if we can catch our time. 4:9.99, that's his time. Minneapolis is 6th, 53.06. And that will not qualify them for the finals. Where'd that clock, where'd the leaderboard go again? Coming up will be Cameron Knox's third throw and the boys 4x1. Cameron Knox will be coming up for his third and final throw of the prelims in Class 3A shot put. And they are showing the distances here. I just Didn't see that earlier. So we'll see what he throws on his third and final throw. Hopefully that'll be his best. Again, Cameron, the NCAA champion. 53.9, I believe, is his best throw. He's a junior at MHS. Yeah, that's a good throw. They're marking way back there. We'll see what they rack it up at. Very good throw. That's the previous throw for somebody else. There's Cameron awaiting the measurement. Did they scratch? No, they're changing it. .52.10. Not his personal best, but it'll qualify him, I'm quite sure, for the finals. Back with the boys 4x1 as it gets ready to go. Congratulations, Cameron. 52.10. One thing good about sitting up here in the press box is they give you the results printouts here, so we'll be able to officially bring those to you. Here in the boys 110 meters, 3A boys qualifiers. Thanks. For the finals, Ken Lomberg with the best time at 15.78. Ricky of Medicine Lodge, Jed Ricky, 15.92. No, I'm sorry. Drew Cross and had the second best qualifying at 15.8. Jed Ricky of Medicine Lodge, third best, 15.92. Drew Zimmerman, Rock Creek, 16.03. Copeland of Independent, Wichita Independent, 16.09. Spangler Beloit, 16.31. Vondekamp of Marion, 16.31. And finally, Porter of Fredonia, 16.43. So those are the 8 qualifiers for the finals tomorrow. Again, Ken Lomberg, the number 1 time. Drew Cross, number 2 time out of the 8 qualifiers. In the 100-meter hurdles, these figured out. Well, let's back up here. The only other results I have to give you right now for Class 3A, Cameron Knox qualified for the finals. Second best throw of the day in 3A with a throw of 52.10 and 1/4. He's finished behind the Hayes TMP guy that's number 1 in the state. So Cameron Knox will be throwing here in a minute in the finals. We'll try to monitor that and get each of his throws. Boys 4x1 coming up also very shortly. Boys 4x1 coming up right now. The Lions are in lane 4. Trader Gassman. We have the best, second best time, I believe, in 3A this year. Next to Wichita Independent, which I believe is in lane 3. So this will be a good, fast race. And hopefully we won't miss Cameron. He's still warming up. He's keeping loose. Hopefully we won't miss Cameron here as this race proceeds. Again, Trader Gasson will lead off for the Lions in lane 4. And you know, sometimes you think prelims, well, we'll just finish in the top 8, that's fine, just qualify. But last year we probably would have won the boys 3A if we'd been able to run the 4x4 in the finals, but we didn't get our better time in the 4x4 in the prelims, and it got rained out, and so that prelim time got used as a final, and it probably cost us the title. All right, here goes Trey Gassman for the Lions. They're tough. Good handoff to Doring, I believe. The Lions are running good down the backstretch. To Lonberger.
In the all-blue, Minneapolis in 4. Ron Mortimer scheduled to anchor. Lane 5 mounts in.
And we are blowing the field away.
This is Minneapolis with Mortimer. And then on the inside.
Absolutely blew the field away. 43-7-8 official time. Garden Plains second.
On the award boys football, class 2A.
43-7-8.
Taylor Jones,
44-6-1.
6. CJ Lloyd.
45-51.
5th, Matt Beverland.
And 45-41.
13 even. 4th, Derek Ross. St. Francis, 13.
43-7-8 Minneapolis winning time.
Runner-up, Luke Hauser, Oxford, 13-6. Jason Dunn, Satanta, 13.
We'll catch Cameron as he gets ready to throw here.
From Frankfurt with a high.
We have a, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not Minneapolis. This will be the girls. I'm not sure what's up, but Minneapolis isn't in it. Thought it looked like Carly McCulloch on the track for a minute. So back with Cameron as he throws. Guess it's 400-meter dash running right now, or 800. Be the 400 because Jeff Doring will be running in about 40 minutes. Knox's first throw, about missed it. About went to sleep watching what's going on the track. Apologize. And he must have scratched because they aren't measuring it. He's got second right now. And so unless somebody comes close to him, he's got second assured unless he can beat it in the finals. 58.9 is the best throw of the day so far, Class 3A boys shot put, and that's by the fellow from Hayes TMP. That's the best putter in the state, I believe, all classes. Cameron is 6 foot some behind the league, the leading shot putter. Okay, Cameron Knox's second attempt, the finals. Shot put coming up. 52.10 and a quarter is his best today. 58.9 is the best show of anybody today. Didn't see where it landed. We'll await his, see if there's a measurement. Had a better. So we'll be back and catch him for his third and final throw. Or the boys 400, which will have Jeff Doring, whichever comes first. Okay, Cameron Knox ready for his final throw of the day. His first two throws of this finals did not exceed his best of his semis, so they didn't measure either one of them. And they're waving it off. It apparently did not beat his best, so there's a 52.7 out there, which would be third place. 52.10 and a quarter, if it holds, we'll get him second place here today, depending on what the rest of the boys do here in the competition. Back with the results of the shot put as I get them ascertained, and also we'll have 400 meter dash, Jeff Doring. Oh, and Kyle Lomberger, excuse me. Two competitors in the 400 meter dash for the Lions. Okay, we're set for the boys. Class 3A 400 meter dash, first heat. Kyle Lomberger is in lane 2. Jeff Doring is in lane 4. Lane 7 is a kid from Sterling at the 50.2, one of the better times in Class 3A for the year, and then our guys are right behind. So this will be a good race. Again, Kyle Lomberger is in lane 2. And Jeff Doring is in lane 4. Senior and a freshman. Top 4 of each heat advance to the finals.
Minneapolis up to 100 earlier today, remember that? And here they have two of the top sprinters in this race as well.
Doring's doing very well. Doring in lane 4, he's way ahead of the pack. Lomberger's in 3rd.
50.2, the fastest 3A time in the state, and then virtually almost equal to that at electronic 50.54.
50-54, 52.3.
The second heat, lane 1 Adam Gibbs and Eureka, lane 2.
Great 400 meter by Jeff Doring. So Lomberger and Doring qualify for the 400 meters, and most probably it will depend on several people in the next heat outdo Lomberger. But no, the top 4 of each one. Excuse me. Top 4 advance. So Lomberger and Doring are in it. here's the other 400-meter dash for the boys 3A. See if anybody comes close to beating Lomberger or Kyle Lomberger or Doring. Doring just walked away with the field in the first heat. Doring finished about 2 seconds behind, I think. Or Lomberger finished about 2 seconds behind as a freshman in the open 400. Schneider Sterling, the 3A leader. Let's see what he does against Doring's time. He's run away with his field too. $50.24 equal to a 50 flat time, hand time, he said. So Schneider Sterling, it's top time so far, and that's 0.3 of a second better than Doring. Be interesting to see what Jeff can do against him head to head. And we'll be showing the boys 3A shot put results in a minute. $59 the winning throw in Class 3A boys. Cameron Knox of Minneapolis, number 2, silver medal. Congratulations, Cameron. 2 inches better than Swigert of Conway Springs. And Cameron got second place, as Coach hoped he would, to help us towards our point totals in the team standings. Just handed the boys 4x1 results. Should be Class 3A, is it not? Oh, that's 1A. Got my colors mixed up. They got them printed on the wrong color. They got 1A printed on 3A paper, so we'll be back with that information when they get it to us. Okay, while we're awaiting the girls 3A hurdles, 300-meter hurdles, we'll read some results here for the girls 4x1 and then the boys 100-meter Class 3A. Okay. Qualifiers in the first heat were Gibson, Southeast Saline, Wellsville, Garden Plain, and Lakin. Top time of 51 seconds. Heat 2, which the Lions are in, Wichita Independent, 49.99. Top qualifier. Cherokee Southeast second, Effingham, Atchison County third. Cimarron is fourth with a 52.10. And the Lady Lions, they were 53.06 official time. Thank you. And the Lady Lions are not in the top 12 right now as far as finishers. Boys 100 meter dash, class 3A. The first heat. Mortimer 11.34 was the heat winner. $11.43 Van of Wichita Independent. Traphagen of Eskridge, 11.54. Hurt of Jayhawk Lynn of 11.56. Trader Gasson was fifth, so he did not qualify for the finals, 11.61. The top qualifiers in the second heat were Carnes of Wichita Independent with 11.24, so he beat Mortimer by a tenth of a second in the prelims. Matthews of Conway Springs, 11.37. That's going to be a tight race, folks. Third is Mayhood of Neota Shea with 11.52. Fourth, Redinger of Phillipsburg with 11.53. So the top three finishers, 11.24. Carnes of Independent, 11.34. Mortimer of Minneapolis, 11.37. Matthews of Conway Springs. That is going to be one tight race. And Minneapolis has not scored in the top six when these were released. Wichita Independent has 8 points already off of some event that they've won. Back with the girls 3x1 with Kylie McCulloch shortly. Since we were discussing boys scoring, I'll just correct myself. The only scoring the boys will do today is in the finals of the shot put, which Cameron Knock took second, so they'll have 8 points, which will put them in the top tier of the boys right now. All the other events the boys are in are preliminaries. So this will be the only score for the boys today. And I'm not sure yet whether Mallory Goeth is in the finals of the triple jump or not, so we shall wait and see if she'll be contributing to the Minneapolis girls' scores. Back with Kylie McCulloch in the 300-meter intermediate hurdles in a minute. Low hurdles, actually. Girls' straight hurdles, Kylie McCulloch in lane 7. Kylie's a just graduated senior.
She was 7th last year. In lane 6 is Rob Taylor of Burlington. In lane 7 is Kylie McCulloch of Minneapolis. Lane 8, Caitlin Herkin of Pleasant Ridge is the Elmore Valley champion.
Kylie's running well right now, but being caught on the inside. She's running about 6th right now. So Kylie finishes 6th in this heat. Time of 50:05. Congratulations. Back with the 200, or the boys 300 high intermediate hurdle shortly. Okay, the conclusion of the first heat of the 3A boys 300 meter, the winning time was 40.48. With the boys standing scoring right now, Class 3A is tied for third with Independent of Wichita with 8 points. Hayes, TMP, and Cherryvale are tied for first with 10 points each after 2 events being scored. Class 3A girls results. Long jump for the Lions. Mallory Goeth took 8th. The best jump of 32.8.5. Didn't get to answer the time because we're getting ready to. Didn't answer the phone because we're getting ready to do a Ken Lomberger here in the boys 300 meter. He is in lane 3. Gun is up. They're set. There's Lomberger. I was focused on the wrong guy to begin with. Excuse me, Kenton. And there's Kenton's coming out good on the staggers. He's walking away with this one. No, well, they're finally gaining on him here. He's coming up on the outside in the green uniform. But Kenton nipped him. The Sterling runner. Fredonia, excuse me. 40.86 and 40.87. And that'll qualify him for the finals. Next up for the Lions will be the 200 meters, which will have Ryan Mortimer and Jeff Doring competing. The girls 200 meters getting ready to start. Okay, they have given us the results of the 300 meter, not the 300 meter, the boys 4x1 class 3A prelims. First was Wichita Independent with a 43.48. Second, Minneapolis a 43.78. So we're 3/10 of a second behind there. Beloit third, 44.10. Ellsworth fourth with a 44.58. Phillipsburg fifth with a 44.61. Conway Springs sixth with a 44.78. Easton Pleasant Ridge seventh with a 45.14. And the 18th qualifying is Halstead with a 45.31. So that is going to be a nice tight race tomorrow. Back at the boys 200 shortly. We've been given the finals here lineup for the boys 400 meter class 3A. Top time again was Schneider of Sterling with a 50.24. Second was Doring of MHS, 55.4, so 0.3 of a seconds difference again. 51.89 was Hartenbauer of Riley County for third. 51.94 was Fankhauser of Sterling. It's back to Wichita Cessna Stadium. It's now May 28th, Saturday, day of the finals. Sorry I didn't get the 200-meter prelims yesterday and the 4x8s, but we ran out of battery power. My battery wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be when I got here, and then zooming in from this press box all day kind of ate my lunch.
David Gibson of Blue Valley.
Mike Perry will be with us today. We're now in the midst of all the 3,200 races. It's 10:15. They started at 8 o'clock. Right across the way is a third attempt from a kid from Hillsboro at the pole vault. And he's trying to clear 15 foot. He did 14.8. He's from Hillsboro. Nope, he missed it. At least I think that was his third attempt. Beautiful day. Going to be in the upper 70s, lower 80s. The Lions right now, after all the events that were scored yesterday, if you didn't read it in the paper, team score for the boys, Wichita Independent 28 points, Cherryvale 22, Holcomb in third with 12, TMP with fourth with 11th, Riley County 10th with 5th, Minneapolis 6th with 8 points. Phillipsburg is tied for 7th with Central Heights with 7. Beloit is in 9th with 6th. Conway Springs 10th with, or Beloit and Conway Springs are tied for 9th with 6 points. Ought to be an exciting day. The Lions are poised, if things go well, to win a 3-state championship based on performances in the prelims yesterday. Qualifying for the Lions in the 110-meter hurdles are Kenton Lonberger and Drew Crossan. They have the two fastest times in the prelims. Kenton with a 15.78, Drew Crossan with a 15.8. And the meet record in that is 14.4 from 1983 and 82. In the 100-meter dash, the Lions have qualified Ryan Mortimer. He was 1/10 of a second behind the fastest qualifier, Richard Carnes, at Wichita Independent. So Ryan had the second best time. His time was 11.34. In the electronic timing they use here, the about 2.5 tenths slower than a stopwatch normal time. In the 4x1, the Lions boys qualified. They were 3/10 of a second behind Wichita Independent. Running in that is Jeff Doring, Traer Gassman, Kenton Lonberger, and Ryan Mortimer, if I'm not mistaken, for the 4. In the 400-meter dash, the Lions qualified Jeff Doring in first and Kyle Lonberger in third. Jeff's time was the fastest in the 3A with a 50.54. Kyle was third with a 52.3. The record is 48.4, set in 1993. Back to the 100 4x1, the Lions again were 43.78. The record is 43.13, set in 1998. And the 100-meter dash record is 10.63. Ryan ran them 11.34. The 10.63 was set by Jordy Nelson in 2003, who's now a walk-on wide receiver with Kansas State, unless he's finally received a scholarship. In the 300-meter dash, or hurdles, the Lions qualified Kenton Lonberger. He had the best time, the 40.86. That's 100th better than Porter of Fredonia, and 40.87. The record is 37.99, set in 1996. 200-meter dash, the Lions qualified 2 runners, Mortimer and Doring. Ryan Mortimer's time, 22.76. Second place is Carnes of Wichita Independent, 22.92. Doring of Minneapolis, 22.93. So it's going to be a tie race. The record is 21.64, again set by Jordy Nelson in 2003. And the last race we'll see today is the 4x4, where the Lions had the best record yesterday with a 3 minute 26.75. The record is 3:23.31, set in 1996. The fastest qualifiers, Holcomb was second with 3:27.54. Gibson Southeast 3:27.69. So those are the main events we'll be focusing on today. And hope you enjoy this here on Channel 37, MCTV, Galaxy Cablevision, brought to you by the MHS Linebackers. Dale Leach again, and Mike Perry will be joining me shortly. He's down on the track watching some of the competition with his daughter, Lindsay. Be back shortly with the first event, folks. Thanks.
Just under 30 seconds here. Watch the clock at 9:19. That's the state leader.
There's the state leader, Ginther from Hayes TMP, 32 meters, class 3A.
Can he do it?
Trying to get a record.
What an effort by Lane Boyer.
Oh, that's not Ginther?
About 9:21.
Okay.
He improves his personal best by over 10
So
seconds.
Hayes TMP is going to take second and third, huh?
And here is Ginther. Cole Ginther and Thomas Moore Prep in second place. And down the home
Put him
straight
above
is his
20. Well,
brother Tyler
of
Ginther.
course, they had another 10 from
Marion.
discus thrower, around 30.
Ginther in third.
2 Ginthers from Hayes TMP.
Places in there down Cole
Boyer was from where? Did you catch mine?
Ginther Black.
Was that the name? Well, all the 3200s are about to get over with.
What a race here.
We will have the 100 meters and 102 meters get fired up after an opening ceremony.
As note to our field event judges, we will have the opening ceremony for today's meet here immediately following the conclusion of this meet. So don't start those events up yet.
It's 11:15. These 3200 meters start at 8 o'clock. 3 hours and 15 minutes of 3200 meter races. If you're a distance junkie, this is the place to be. And we got 8 4x8 races coming up yet, and 8 1600 meter races. You're on.
Those 4x8s take quite a while.
Yes,
too.
they do.
Not quite as long as the 2 mile. Had some record-setting times here today. One from the 6A group and almost one here at this Boyer. I thought it was Holcomb or somewhere out there, but right around the 9-minute, 20-second mark for a 2 mile. And it's pretty fast.
Looks like the sprints, they're going to change directions and run from south to north this year. There's just a slight breeze out of the north. Apparently, so they don't want to wind 8 at a time.
Well, I saw all the hurdles were pointing the other direction, and I thought the finish line, everyone gets down here on the right-hand side for the finish, and they've got the boxes down there like they're going to run it from south to north.
So hopefully they won't need their camera to decide winners, because it doesn't look like it's moved from the normal spot at the south finish line. They're not moving it up north. So I think this is the first year I've ever seen them change direction. And since I've been coming.
I don't believe I've ever seen them turn it around here. It seems like they always do when we go to Lindsburg, but
like I said, the breeze is just ever so slight.
Sun's just about ready to disappear with our backsides, and sitting in this broadcast booth up here, it's pretty comfortable.
Mike and I are spoiled. 6A high jump. 6'6". That's not as good as they've done some years.
No, I did see a person clear 6'8", but not anything higher than that.
Fox from That was very nice out here in the wide open spaces.
Under the direction of Mr. Steve Frazier. And all the way honoring our many great officials here, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to direct your attention to the finish line, where we'll introduce our 4 starters and 3 other of our key officials. Our 4 starters here, John Weeds, Stephen Rivers, Ed Neely, and Mark Isa. And 3 of our great officials from down through the years. Ollie Isa, who has been here 30 years, 36 years. Elmo Nash has been here 35 years. They're coming out. There's Ollie Isa, and there is Elmo Nash. And Eddie Allen, who has been here 50 years, following the ball at the state meet. Eddie Allen.
Woo! 50 years of state track mates, Mike.
50 years of service.
My
Seen every type of weather
goodness.
imaginable.
That's, and a lot of it just in the last 2 years.
Yeah, we thank you very much. And now we go on with the
What was it, 2 years ago? We had the prelims. It got so cold and wet.
Very wet.
And then the next day was gorgeous. And then last year they had to evacuate the press box here. We're talking Bruce Steinbrock. He said he's up here. The press box was just shaking in the wind from that storm they had come up at the last part of the day.
with us today.
That they had to cancel the 4x4 relays, and they used the day before's prelims
Prelim times.
to determine the winners. And I think that hurt Minneapolis that year.
I think it did.
The award stand. Girls triple jump class 4A.
So usually the prelims you go, well, just qualify,
Lacey Barnes.
you know,
Hill, 30.
especially in running. Don't wear yourself out. But I think last year we learned You might want to do your best at prelims. It might be all you get.
They all count.
All right. They just had a fantastic throw a little while ago on boys discus. The Eric Thomas out of Hayes TMP, who was at our regional meet last week and won javelin discus and shot. Threw a 199.07, which probably was a personal best, I'm sure. That's only 4 other people I heard him say have thrown it 200 feet or greater in high school history in Kansas. So he came real close.
199 is a pretty good check. Well, we're going to speed up the action here just a little bit. Getting ready for the 100-meter hurdles for the girls. Now, I'm sure they'll probably run all the girls and then turn around and do the boys.
That's what they were doing yesterday. Have to change they have to keep changing the heights of the hurdles back and forth. Yeah.
2 notches.
After the Class 3A boys, after 6 events, Hayes TMP first with 26, or excuse me, Wichita Independent first with 26. That's who we're chasing. Cherryville second with 22. Hayes TMP third with 21. Riley County fourth with 18. Beloit fifth with 14. Holcomb sixth with 12. Garden Plains 7 with 10. Hillsboro tied for 7th with 10. Conway Springs 9th with 9.5. Phillipsburg and Minneapolis and Halstead tied for 10th with 8th. 8 points. That was the only field event we scored in. Or Hasty, Wichita Independent has had several, but so we have several points to make up. But if we perform in the finals like we did in prelims, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Well, we'll come back with the boys. 110 meters with Kenton Lomberger and Drew Crossan, who wiped out the field yesterday when they come up.
There's the Thomas kid taking the gold for the disc. And he's not a big burly guy.
No, he's not.
He's got some good legs under him, but he doesn't have arms on him like you'd think he would. Throw that.
There was a quarterback from Concordia 5 or 6 years ago, Christensen maybe, I can't remember his name, that could heave that shot put like you'd think he was some big burly dude, but he just had the right speed and explosion combined with his muscles that he was able to get a good shot off.
There you go. That is one of the best distances for the disc in the state. 199. So you're right. There aren't too many people throwing it over 200. That is the biggest or the longest, furthest throw this year in 3A.
We'll be back. Here's a Class 3A girls 100 meter low hurdles.
Tyler Ginther, Thomas Moore Pratt Marion, 959.1. The runner-up, Cole Ginther, Thomas Moore.
You say you see a Southeast uniform down there, Mike?
And your state champion from Fredonia with a time of 9:22.65.
Oh yeah, row 2 Southeast, I think. Maybe not.
Susie McGraw, the mid-state committee's champion from Riley County, like to Darcy Jennings of Lincoln. She was third
Oh, it's Lakin.
We have the Riley County girl there.
Top seed from yesterday, the defending state champion, Katie Gabel of Bloomington, in lane 5. One of the top 3A times of the state this year at 14.8, Julianne Chisholm. Lane 6, the other co-leader, Kelsey Martin, High Plains champion from Holcomb. Lane 7, Mo Pitts of St. George Rock Creek. And lane 8 is Sarah Helm, the Big 7 champion.
So no NCAA runners. We'll go ahead and show it since it's Class 3A.
We do have 2 Hillsboro girls and a Riley County girl. Middle of the track, Hillsboro. That's why she is the defending state champ.
Burlington.
Wow. Photo finish there for 3rd and 4th. McGraw.
14 7:8.2. What did he say it was?
That is the second fastest time in the state this year in the 100 hurdles girls overall.
Hope I'm not making you too sick here, folks, looking for the meter board. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
We did have a Belleville kid, boy, finish 7th there in the 3200 at a 10:24 mark. Which was exactly 1 minute slower than the winner. That guy was booking it, that Lane Boyer from Fredonia. Then the two Ginther brothers were right behind him. That kind of puts Hayes TMP up in the front of this thing, Dale.
I don't think the way I was looking at it yesterday, they might score around 50, which normally would win the meet, but I don't think he's going to do it today. They'll possibly win the 100 meter and the 4x1. But I think that's all they'll win in the running events, just based on yesterday's performances.
And we have
no, that's Hayes TMP. Wichita Independence.
Right.
I was thinking,
Wichita
I'm sorry. Yeah, keep getting those two mixed up. Yeah, Hayes TMP, you're not going to get much more out of them. They might get a mile, some running. They're sure, their strength in the field events is sure put them up there. And then two top runners in the 3,200 meters.
For I think we have a Abilene girl.
Yeah.
If that was Abilene, they got 3rd.
Over in lane 2. Yep. Okay, we'll be back with the boys 3A shortly. 110 meters. Okay, it's time for Class 3A boys. Let's hit the camera.
Well, Dale, this is where it starts for the boys. Their truck for the hardware here at State Track Meet.
Ken Lomberger, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Ken Lomberger in lane 4, Drew Crossan in lane 5. They finished 1-2 yesterday.
I think Drew will be in lane 3 and Lomberger 4.
Okay, yeah, excuse me.
When they turn the track around, they turn the lanes around on me too, and now they got me turned around. So.
State record in 3A is 14.4. The Minneapolis record is 14.19. Obviously not set at the state track meet.
Probably Uncle Martin.
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, this is what it's all about. Qualifying and 1 and 2 here. Spangler's going to be tough at the end, and you never know how everyone else runs, but you've got the best in the state right here in the 110 highs.
Spangler was 6th
boys.
in qualifying yesterday out of Beloit. Thanks.
Starter's got the gun up.
Much easier to see the viewfinder out here out of the sun too.
They're set. Good start. Kenton's out really good in the middle. Drew has a little trouble with the first one. Come on, Kenton. Come on, Kenton. Kenton running 3rd right in front of us, but he's got speed at the end. Come on, Kenton. Get him, get him. I think he got 2nd.
Ken got 2nd?
I think he got 2nd and looked like Drew might have hurt himself there at the end. Pulled up a little gimpy there at the end. So.
Well, let's see who they've... 15:52 Fredonia. And he was the 8th qualifier yesterday. He got 1st today. Go show you got to run the races. 15, 52, 1554 is Lomberger.
And they got Crossing in 5th place, Dale. So
Crossing's in 5th.
Lomberger close. Photo finish 2nd. Times were almost identical. We'll wait for our sheet to come around, but Kent Lomberger with the last 10 meters almost stole that race at the end.
So we got 11 points out of that. Wasn't quite as many as we were hoping and dreaming for, but it gets us up
That's
to
a
19.
great race.
Mm-hmm.
Great race. Ken Lomberger with the good stretch. Drew Crossing, I hope he's okay. I thought it looked like he was a little gimpy there at the end. Finishes in 5th. So Minneapolis in the state. They'll be on the winners platform here shortly. And we'll have the official time on both of them. The sheets come rather quickly.
What's that? They just came in. I thought I saw a blue sheet. No, 3A girls. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, our next event
Oh, we got a false start.
will be the 100 meters. And that won't be till a long time. Once the 4x8s are over.
Talking earlier with Dale, one of the more colorful portions of the state track meets, when they bring the 4x8 teams down from the north end, all 8 teams, 32 kids at once, and they're led down to the starting line. They stage them down at that end. The pageantry of that, I think it's kind of gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
But it's
every
pretty
year.
neat to watch them come down. It gives the kids a little chance to loosen up as they're getting ready for the
Thanks.
4x8s, which will be next right after the. This would be 4A, I believe.
That's be 5A, I think, isn't it?
5A.
Yeah. And that procession is led every year by Josh Smith out of Delphus.
I think Dad Bob kind of gets everything organized, and then Josh will lead the teams down to the starting line. So it's kind of neat. Oh, this is going to be close.
Well,
It
one
was
guy put on a
close.
burst of speed at the end, didn't he? So, OSA at Sassawatami, maybe? That was 4A. Veneria Concordia was in that. I thought 4A had already run. Okay, we'll be back and show the 4x8 processionals.
Salina South.
We got Slide South runner coming.
It's either Bishop Carroll or Salina South.
In lane 2 there.
Champion from Campus. Lane 3, Roger Birch of Newton. In lane 4, earlier this year he ran a 13-4, among the top 5 times in the nation.
Wow.
One time in Kansas history, the meet record holder, Jared Husky of Topeka, Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you remember him from last year?
I just know the name from watching the records this year. He apparently tweaked a hammy last week in the regionals, talking to Bruce Steinbrock. And so he's been kind of tender on that leg yesterday in the prelims, and patting it there, his left one.
Well, lane 4 is the lane to watch. This guy has one of the best times in the nation and the best all time in the state, all time. Boys 110 highs. So this could be pretty special right here. If the hamstring holds together. Good grief. Look at that. You want to know why he's the number 3 in the nation? Wow. Wow.
10 meters ahead of anybody else.
Mercy. I think the hamstring's okay.
14:10.
And he has gone under 14. 13 something is his best time this year in the nation.
And prelims he did better by 0.06 of a second.
So that hamstring might be bothering him just a little bit. Couldn't show up by me. With he was 10 meters ahead at the end.
You don't see that very often. And that kind of speed. And again, that's at our electronic timing. This 2.5 tenths slower than stopwatches. So that would have been under 14 at a normal stopwatch meet.
You get up here, you got some pretty smooth hurdlers. These guys are up and over and just flying over the top of these hurdles. They're quick. Sheet on the boys 110s here just shortly because we just got the 2A boys, so this could be quick too, but I don't imagine they're going to be as quick as that Husky kid was.
That'd be awful surprising.
It's a known time that he has one of the best in the nation.
We'll try to watch him sprint all day long if we can. It's pretty unusual to see that kind of an athlete.
Well, I'm sure he probably runs a 100-meter dash and 200, I would think, with that kind of speed.
Yeah.
Get the hurdles out of his way, he might be pretty fast.
Probably might run 300 too.
6A boys.
Somebody's out.
False start. Somebody.
The 5A girls triple jump completed the first flight of preliminary attempts. The best jump out of that flight, Ashley Bergman of Pittsburgh at 33 10 3/4. Tiffany Downing of Highland Park at 33 8 6.
Well, the infield's starting to get a little more congested now with
all those 4x8
all
teams.
the 4x8 teams down there. Each class, 8 teams, 32 runners.
30 times 6. No, times 12.
Yeah, times 12. So 300, 400, 500. Well, I didn't see who they scratched, Dale, but looks like lane 6 is empty, so your favorites in lanes 4 and 5 must still be there. Well, it's a good start for the boys, Dale, with a 2-5 finish there in a 3A 110s.
A lot closer race here.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh, it's 14.34. I thought you said 13.34.
14.34. Olathe North. Myers, is it?
Let's get the hurdles off the track, get these 4x8s done, and we'll be doing some 100-meter dash, won't we?
Yeah, another couple hours.
If ever you had time to go get a hamburger, you do now with the 4x8s. We've got plenty of time.